Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's Mike O'Mara Show is brought to you by our Amazon page. Please remember to shop Amazon, and when you do, go to MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon or click the Amazon link on our website. It's the best way to shop and the best way to support this program. Now, on with the show.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Hey, great to be back, everybody.
Woo!
How are you?
Back.
Woo! How are ya? I didn't realize. Didn't realize I needed a vacation so bad until I took one. Actually had the pre-back to work thing last night. Kind of a depression starting about 2.
Yeah. Like the old days.
Like the old days, kind of had that. Well, only because of technical things.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest with you, I'm very, very fond of you, and I'm glad to be back. In fact, it was all I could do not to communicate more with you, and it was great. And by the way, I read pretty damn fine reviews of the two of you.
Don't believe it, Mike.
No. As far as yes, I did.
Don't
I read
believe
very
it.
nice
Paid
reviews of the
handsomely to get
shows.
those.
Bunch of jerks.
No, there was one. To the best of my knowledge, only one thread, and it was everything in my fiber not to jump on that one thread because I was reading great stuff. And you know how I know? You know when I know it's good? I know when it's good when they're not talking about. Robin Duskett did a good job with Mike. They say things about what was happening on the show.
The content?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how I know. That's when I know it's
That's
good.
our strategy. We had to put one bad one in to make all the rest one look legit.
Yeah. My favorite thread was from a lady named Gladys, and she said, Mike is very good. Don't talk bad about Mike.
Hey, come on now. Rob, that's back in the days when we pretty much obsessed about being away. Do you remember that? Remember all the obsessing we would do about
That was
who's
it predated
subbing for
me.
us?
It predated me, but I listened on the radio, so I kind
Who's
of followed
subbing
it.
for us, and what are they saying about it? God, when I think of the energy, and I still fight it every day. I've probably succeeded because I'll be honest, I don't pay much attention when I'm gone.
You shouldn't.
To be honest with you,
unless we burn the place down.
No, and then I know you're not
totally
going to.
destroys it destroys the notion of vacation. You can't sit around and worry.
Oh, can you imagine?
No.
That'd be the worst.
Hey,
So
Mike's
I'm
on the
very
phone
happy.
again.
Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, I'm sick. I can't come to work. I have an idea. All right, anyway.
They do a fine job.
Here's a criticism. Anyway, hey, listen, don't do that. Well, get your fat ass out of the house and come to work. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. It's great to be back. And listen, I could dive right into a vacation recap.
Yes.
Some of the same themes that I know you've heard me echo
Oh, I
both
can't
down
wait to
south
hear
and
it.
up
Me
north.
too.
But no, we have a major incident that occurred
An
today.
incident!
Yes.
We have a major incident that occurred today, and I think there's no point in really delaying this. We need to get to it right away because the fact of the matter is when someone's life is in danger, when someone is in trouble,
When death is on the line.
When death is on the line, and I'm padding because I'm trying desperately to find the right sound for this.
Mike, can
think was sound.
I set the stage and you let me know when you found the sound, if you don't mind?
Yeah, I know I have it. I'm pretty sure
I
have
woke this morning roughly 8:55. And I said, well, I want to be to work on time for the guys, so let me leave now, right? And
For a 9 o'clock arrival? Hold on, I'm no math whiz.
He came in 2 minutes before the show started.
There's no
I
way you
was
woke at
thrilled.
8:55.
No, that's the joke, Rob.
No,
That's
I'm
the
with
joke.
you. I'm with you. It's
like,
not like last week.
Wait a second.
We all got to be there at 8.
Oh, yes. well, it's for Pony's sake.
Oh, yes, that was my fault.
Because his schedule, because he pushed the schedule because his schedule didn't allow for a regular schedule. He said, I would prefer, yes.
I found the sound.
Okay, we're ready?
All right.
Yes. You guys we don't lay drywall, so settle down. All right. I woke up. I said, I
Do
don't.
you lay drywall
No,
or
you
do
hang
you
it.
hang it?
Yeah.
You hang it.
Yeah.
Well, you don't do either.
That's true.
We do this.
However,
It's
were
the,
I to
it's
do
the
it, I'd be there on
easiest
time.
and best job in the world.
Okay.
You
Okay.
lay pipe.
Yes, you
Well,
do.
we don't do either there, Mike.
No, I don't do
None of
that.
these guys do that.
Yeah.
Neither do I.
Look at the interns looking at each other.
I'm pretty tired.
Yeah.
Neither do they. Look at them staring at each other.
You hang
Okay.
drywall. You lay tile.
Yes.
Yes.
And you lay in
tile.
wait.
I'd love to learn how to do some good tile work.
I hate to jump ahead.
Yeah,
but,
I'm sorry, Rebecca.
Guess who's getting a new shower?
Yeah, woo! I think you might have previewed that in a pre-show meeting.
Yeah, but they actually contacted and they're actually coming out to
Yeah? Nice.
Thank you, Home Advisor.
Is this a Florida shower?
They're not even a sponsor on the Mike O'Mara Show. Get Home Advisor on the line. I'd love to have them as a sponsor.
It's a Florida shower, right? Not a main shower.
What do you mean a
It's
Florida?
like an outdoor shower.
I'm trying to. I think you're having it installed at the house in Florida, right?
The shower? No, it's up here.
Okay, I didn't know.
Why would he have a
shower I have
shower
up
installed down there while he's up here?
Well, because then he gets there and it's done. It's
Oh,
like
no.
when
I don't
you-
wanna interrupt.
Like when you come
It's
back
not-
from the bathroom and your food's
No,
there.
you gotta eyeball the work.
Okay. Oh,
It's all it was about food for him.
Are you done?
I've been done for years.
You know I'm pointing at you. All right. I'd just like to alert you to one fact, okay? I haven't made a reference to it, talked about how I got good reviews from it, but let me just mention now that I'm back.
Yes, you
okay?
are. Yeah,
all
better,
right. So
baby.
just turn it back, put it into to fifth from upper sixth for a second.
Let a thoroughbred run, Mike.
Oscar had an incident this morning, and I want to
Yes.
hear about it.
The city's overrated, people, because at any moment you can walk out to your vehicle that's parked on the street, and you see I saw a little folded up, looked like a Post-it underneath my windshield, and I said, well, this is a zone parking. I checked 3 times because I didn't want a ticket, and I was like, oh God, who wrote me a note that says they hate me? It says, hi, I hit your car and didn't know where to go, and I'm leaving my name and number. And it's the lady's name. Mm-hmm. The number looks to be like the number I would call Domino's Pizza. Like it is not. It might as well be
Collision.
1-800 Papa John.
And there's no area code, right?
Because there's no area code.
Oh no.
Sorry, Oscar. But how
Can I
much
see
damage?
the handwriting?
Yeah, hold on a second.
Okay.
Can I finish reading it, please?
Thought you were done.
Jesus
Jeez,
Christ!
calm down, Rob.
Settle down.
Yeah, it's on me.
I took pictures so I could give it to my insurance company. Not much damage to yours. Apologies.
And of course, the operative question: the nature of the damage. What is the nature of the damage?
This is the difference between women and men. Women see a black streak.
Where's the alarm? What do you? Hey, did you lose your edge? Where's the
I'm
alarm?
waiting to see what he's going to say.
Doesn't matter what he's going to say. The statement itself is a misogyny alarm.
Women see a black streak across the side of a car and say, "Oh, I'm sure nail polish remover will take that out."
See, that's the real trick right there.
Men see a black streak on the side of a car. They said, "Well, that got carved into the paint. Now we've got to paint the side and the front bumper and probably the entire bumper so that all the paint matches."
Might need a new panel.
Yes.
Yes.
So how bad is it?
It's that bad.
Oh no!
Well, somebody clearly was. I was at a stop. I was legally in front of a stop sign on the right-hand side. Somebody probably tried to creep around somebody because everybody's so in a rush around here because they got to get to their 9 o'clock podcast. And
yeah, and we know you kill yourself to make it on time every
they
day.
said,
He's kicking cobblestones loose.
they
You
said,
age yourself every day trying to get here on
I'm
time.
sure I could squeeze by here. And Mike, I kid you not. I sat there and I said, God damn it, if this iPad's in my way when I sit down today, I'm going to throw it across the room. No, I knew not to park there. Mike, because I said some rube is going to run into me when they're trying to get around getting to work.
So did you get run into at your domicile or here at the office?
I got run into at my domicile.
May I see the note?
no.
Yes.
I'd like to see the note.
Do not put the name out. Do not
Hey,
put the number out.
Settle down.
But
Wall,
may
please.
we say
Right.
right out of the gate that's an old thing that I think it's a tribute to this individual that hit your car that they actually left you a note and did not
Absolutely.
leave the scene.
I think they left a note because that intersection is like Times Square for DC.
Yeah.
Like there was 4 witnesses and she knew she had to stop. Like she knew.
Judging
Give her
from
a call.
Mike, judging from the handwriting, looks like she might have been late for second grade. A lot of inconsistent slanting in the letters.
Yes.
Let's call the number.
Good morning. Good morning.
There's such damage to my car. I would like to not make light of this right now.
No need to.
Yes. So I'm going to go through all the area codes on my own and let you know if it's real.
Is it a dent or is it just a scuff?
It is.
That has to be buffed out.
There's
perhaps
no
by a professional buff.
buffing
buff
out of
that
this.
car.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we can buff that out there.
I took pictures briefly because as she took pictures for her insurance company, this is because he said, she said, that old bit.
Yeah.
And I said, that's a deep scratch. I'm not letting somebody put in like a little paint, the little
pen.
The pen.
Yeah.
Don't pull the pen out and throw that into my car, which I pay full price for.
Well, it's not like getting hit by a sneaker at 70 miles an hour like we did in South Carolina.
That's a scuff, though, right?
That's
You
a
can
scuff. It
scu-
could have been a piece of tire. Carlos said, "What was that?" I didn't even see it. All I heard was pa-pa-poom-pa.
I appreciate the note. The note is skeptical because the note seems like, oh my God.
You mean you're skeptical of the note, or the note is sketchy?
The note is sketchy.
No, the
because
note is skeptical, Mike. It's not believing a word we're saying.
Well, I'm sorry. The note is sketchy just like my English. Let me tell you.
Right.
That note was written in distress and under pressure.
Yes.
And that number may or may not get me a free pepperoni on Monday day, like on Mondays. Like free pepperoni.
Let me see the side of my car. Oh, no. Oh, dear.
I swear it's going to be, it looks like just a scratch. I'm like, lady, I know how this goes. And then I'm going to walk in. My girl's going to be like, why'd you park there? And I'm like, leave me alone, everybody.
I think a lot of this is made better, though, because one of the last words in that note is apologies.
Yes.
I
That
think
lets me know there's a want of feeling there.
My bad.
I think I think if it proves to be, it's a good person that did that.
Yes.
You could easily, how many people in this room would actually hit somebody like that if they thought it was minimal damage? Wouldn't you just probably get in your car and go? Or would the fear of law enforcement require you to perhaps check in?
Too many cameras these days, Mike. Too many cameras. I just have the fear of Fox 5 profiling me, being like, hit and run suspect. Do you know this man? And I'm there with my cargo shorts and plaid shirt. I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah, can't you just see Oscar being chased down the road by Holly Morris?
Well, see, now that the first line of the week has popped into my head, I would say I wouldn't mess with Fox 5 at all because I've got it, Rob. I'll handle this one.
Okay.
I'll take it. I've got my dude shot right here. I'm good to go.
All right.
I'm ready. I'm all ready. I've been rehearsing. today.
Good.
Okay. So I don't think it's Fox 5 that would cover that because
Really?
we all know that in the city of Washington D.C., whenever there's a fender bender, Angie Goff gets pregnant again.
It's the Michael Mara Show. You can listen to the Michael Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Michael Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
Very clever dinner. Appetizing food fitting neatly into interesting round pie.
It's a quiche.
How do you spell?
Well, you don't spell it, son. You eat it.
Dong has only been in our country a short time, Fred. I think we could all help him assimilate.
Oh.
Long Duck Dong is about your age, Sam. You two should have a lot to chat about.
I love visiting with the grandma and the grandpa and writing letters to parents and pushing lawn mowing machines so grandpa's hyena don't get disturbed.
Hernia!
Oh, yes, indeedy. He does the dishes and helps with the laundry, you betcha.
May I be excused?
Where are you going?
I have a dance to go to at school. It's a very important dance. We're being graded on it for gym.
Wait a minute. I have a wonderful idea. Would you like to go to the dance with Sam?
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his office chair, here's Mike.
Live from the Fiber Studios, the nation's capital, the Mike O'Mara Show is on the air. Hi, everybody. The Mike O'Mara Show is a worldwide podcast and radio show with the loyal listeners who get it, and if you're here, you're in the know. We are on air on demand and heard 24/7 on the new TMOS app. Updated now and get your show that you like all day, every day. You can reach us at 888-920-MORE. That's 888-920-6673. The Mike O'Mara Show is on now. And if you call on Wednesday, Wide Open Wednesday, it'll be marvelous. We'd love to speak with you because that's a better connection that I get through Washington, D.C. than I do on my my little Maine wooden phone up here. My moose shit-covered phone up here.
Oh, dear.
Thank you.
Mike.
Thank you all very much. I appreciate that. Welcome.
Moose soup.
No.
Moose soup.
It's not exactly what he said.
Come down for moose soup after.
Our program is brought to you by Pro Flowers. Here's a pro tip to make somebody's day and feel great while you do it. Just remember, predictability is boring.
Right.
Surprises are exciting. And as I mentioned before I took my break, I believe it is still birthday season.
It is.
And Pro Flowers makes it easy for you to surprise someone right now. How about today?
Yes.
For no reason. Say you've just wrapped up a vacation and you're feeling sluggish and you are depressed and you're slaying the dragon and you're back at work and you want to say, do something for someone else, and that will make you feel better. That's why today I am going to get Pro Flowers for Mrs. O'Mara because they make it easy for me to surprise her. They make it even easier with a special offer just for our listeners of the Mike O'Mara Show. The Mike O'Mara Show that loves Pro Flowers more than any show loves Pro Flowers. You can send them farm stand flowers. That's right. Send your special someone, be she a female or he a male. Send Pro Flowers and get 20% off this collection or any of their other unique exclusive bouquets of $29 or more. ProFlowers.com makes choosing the perfect surprise bouquet simple and quick. It might be an anniversary. It might be a birthday. It might be summertime.
Yeah.
Some summertime. Some summertime. And I missed Rob's summer montage, which
it's the best. 4th of
we'll
July.
get to that. The flowers are guaranteed to stay fresh for at least 7 days of your money back. Plus, you get to pick the exact date your unexpected surprise will arrive. Pro Flowers gives you more bloom for your buck. Big, beautiful flowers with more stems for your money. Everything sounding okay?
Everything sounds great, Mike.
Yes.
To get 20% off your farm stand flowers or any other bouquet of $29 or more, go to proflowers.com and use the code TMOS. Check out. That's proflowers.com and the code TMOS. This is the time listen, folks. You'll notice you don't hear me talking about Pro Flowers during this time of the year. Do you understand what that means? That means if the Mike O'Mara Show listeners respond en masse to this offer, you're going to make us look very, very good.
Yes.
Okay? Please do that. Proflowers.com, TMOS, send flowers for no reason. And once again, let us know that I'd like the silliest reason. If you send us the silliest reason, we'll share it with our listening audience. Don't wait to make somebody's day. Go ahead and be unpredictable.
I'm pleased you brought up my summertime montage because it actually, the 4th of July montage, I thought, you know what? We're running this on the Friday before the 4th. Mike's not going to be here. It's going to piss him off.
I actually was going to call you and request that you send that to me because down at that house, you've been there.
It is a tradition.
It is.
We don't have anything other than like a Bluetooth connection that I run through my phone, and I wanted to run that through, on the 4th of July when I had everybody visit for the 4th. However,
soiree.
It was a tad problematic. The holiday. I might as well let me start with the negative because I think there were many positives. All right,
please.
That's our motto around here. Let's start with the negative.
Let me start because I will go in reverse. I will tell you about the evening of the 4th because the day of the 4th with my cousin Ted and his family was spectacular. As a matter of fact, almost emotional. It was so
glorious,
pleasant for me. It's where if you talk about the 4th of July, it is where I want to be.
Of course.
In Bar Harbor with my son watching a parade, a great old-timey parade where they throw candy out. Not like the city of Manassas that went, oh, that could be a threat to the child's forehead. We're not going to throw candy out anymore.
And I know for a fact
They
it's
can't
not,
protect themselves. Jesus, what a soft country we've become. I
It is
swear to
not
God.
acceptable to rate relatives against each
Right.
other because that's just not what you do. But I will say this. I am tremendously fond of your cousin Teddy.
Teddy is wonderful, and Teddy loves. Teddy and I are remarkably similar.
Yeah.
I think he loves this tradition. I love this tradition, and we headed over with his family and mine, and it was just a glorious day. And it is Americana. You know, I'll take away from the fact that the one thing that like made me take a step back is it was like voted best 4th of July celebration of towns across America.
Really?
And it probably is. Yeah, they've got the pancake breakfast. They've got the parade. They've got the fireworks at night.
setting
They've got
is
the whole
The
package.
town
Perfect.
looks like a Hollywood set.
It does.
It really,
It
when
does.
you step
Yeah.
into Bar Harbor, it's almost like Disney, but it's a
Yeah.
real place.
So
Like
we're
Jaws
in-
should be in the water.
Exactly.
About 7:45, we're over there. Go over by water. Come out. It was great. It was blissful. It was great. I'll tell you all about it later. The evening of the 4th, originally, I sent out an email to the whole damn family, saying that I have our family home. I'm the caretaker for that week of the 4th. Come one, come all, come ahead. Please join.
Like Ellis
We
Island.
will have a great time.
Exactly.
We will join you for a cookout and a 4th of July traditional. Bring the kids, bring grandma, bring everybody. Although there are no grandmas because we're basically grandma's age.
Yes.
As my cousin John said, when my mom passed away, God rest her soul. Well, it's official. We're in the on deck circle now. So that's the way it works. Although if you stick around for news you may not need. There rarely is a story that jumps out at me more than the one I'm leaving with.
Really?
Anyway, I'm all over the place.
So
I'm
front
just
sell,
excited
Mike.
to be back.
Yeah.
So
Front sell.
excited to be back. So here it is.
Value-added teaser.
We arrive. We discuss the arrangement.
Logistics.
Always
My
a fact.
sister says when we arrive, the week before the 4th, she says to me, well, why don't we do something on Saturday? Because your nephew is heading out on the 4th, and many people are, because of that horrible day for the 4th, to have
It's
it
Wednesday.
on a Tuesday. It was a Wednesday.
What's that?
No,
Tuesday?
it's a Tuesday. The only
We came
day
back
that
on
can-
Wednesday.
The only day
That's
that the 4th can be worse is if it falls on a Wednesday, which it does next year.
It's terrible
horrible.
to have
It's
it in the
middle of the
week.
week.
Yeah.
Because the fact is that if you're not planning an entire vacation around the holiday, you're heading back to work the day after a major holiday, and
Right.
it sucks. So a lot of people are up here and heading back that day, actually on the 4th, because they want to get back with the traffic and everything. So I'm like, yeah, we'll do that. It's just, and then we'll do a little something on the 4th itself for people that are up there. I'm like, that no problem. No problem at all. We'll do that. So we end up having a big shindig at our house Saturday night, and it was
Perfect.
great.
Oh,
And
it
everybody
sounds great,
came,
yeah.
and I brought my grill down there, and I made hot dogs and hamburgers. I did all the cooking. There was music. It was fun. It was frivolity. It
The
was
weather,
great. Everybody,
fantastic, I'm certain.
the weather was great. It was just a good time. It was
Classic
half hour.
clam
So
bake.
Yeah, it says what it is.
then it starts the week and I'm off and I'm really like relaxed and I'm chilling and I'm not planning anything.
No dogs.
I'm just no dogs. Oh my
It's the
God, it's
best.
bliss. It's fantastic. And then it became we're sitting there and on Monday and I'm planning to have like my sister's family and then maybe some a few other people to come over for maybe drinks. People will do their own dinner.
Yeah.
And then we'll watch the fireworks across the water. And it should be perfect, right?
Because you
It
have a
should be
view of the
A-okay.
Bar Harbor fireworks?
Yeah, we always do, and
Oh,
people
that's
come
great.
to our front yard. You guys know where it is,
Yeah.
and they watch across, and it couldn't be
gorgeous.
more. It couldn't be more fun.
Glorious.
And so we're really, really, really excited, and we plan on everybody coming by. And I say, about 5 or 6, we'll probably fire up the bar and have everybody hang out, and maybe later. And then the night before, my sister informs me that she's got dinner plans, but they'll be here for the fireworks.
That's
And
nice.
then another person says to me, we'll be here. Could we come by to watch the fireworks? I'm saying, yeah, come ahead. We'd love to do
Yes.
that. And then another couple says, well, we have nothing going on. I said, come over 5 or 6 o'clock, and then we'll have drinks and we'll watch the fireworks. So
Now, I know the sunrise is tremendously early up there. What time is
It's very early.
Nightfall? Nightfall
9
about
o'clock.
9-ish?
I mean, it's a 9-ish is when.
Similar.
Yeah.
I think they scheduled the fireworks to go off in Bar Harbor, Maine at 9:15. I think that's when it's scheduled to go.
Mm-hmm.
And this falls into the category. You'll listen to what I just told you, right? No real big plans made.
No,
right?
Lucy
but just
goosey.
come ahead.
Yeah.
So this falls into play later on. I'm going to throw myself under the bus here.
Okay.
But Carla and I and the little guy are sitting in that big house, and we're waiting. We start waiting at about 5 o'clock, and the clock begins to tick. Excuse me, that's not what I wanted to play. I'm terribly sorry. I apologize.
But a good reminder.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thanks, dude. Anyway, so we begin the waiting game, and 5 o'clock, and suddenly I realize we start getting a little irritated because it becomes apparent to me that no one is going to come over and socialize with us. They're simply going to arrive to watch the big boom boom.
They want your real estate. That's all they want.
Yeah, they just want you for your land.
Yeah.
And then I pick a beverage of choice that I'm going to have for the evening on the 4th of July.
What could it be? Dealer's
You'll like
choice.
this, Oscar. It's one of yours. It's one of your standards, except it's not Jack. It's rum. I go with a rum and Coke.
Ooh.
Hey.
Rum and Diet Coke.
Nice. Little lime.
Mount Gay rum and Diet
Oh,
Coke.
yeah,
That's
Mount
a
Gay.
nice
It's your
drink.
go-to.
It's a nice
Remember
drink.
Circling back on life.
Mount Gay.
Remember
and
that.
I'm starting at about 5:30, 6 o'clock.
This can't be
And
good.
suddenly I'm realizing Carl and I start to go into a death spiral of negativity.
Because you're just waiting.
Well, it is the idea, as you know, about me being slighted. You know how paranoid I am up here. I'm paranoid about it in regular life.
Yeah, even
you know
though
I
you're
don't
on,
like to be slighted.
as you mentioned, you're on the batting circle of death up there, but you're still
Yes.
the baby.
I'm still the baby, and I still talk to a lot of backs up here. All right? Like, Rob, to do a little mini playlet, you be me and say, hi, Bob, how you doing?
Okay. Hi, Bob. How you doing?
Good to see you. So I was saying to the other guy like that. Okay? It happens to me a lot.
I wish I got that.
And that happens a lot, Damone.
It does, and every time it sticks in my cross. So I'd had a few moments like this, okay, but I'd also had good moments. But the fact is, my sister made it indelibly clear that they were going to be coming by.
She said, we're coming
later.
for the boom boom. We're going to dinner somewhere else.
Fireworks.
Yeah.
I assume 7 or 8 people would arrive. All right.
Right.
Everybody. First of all, the couple that said they'd be there between 5 and 6, they get there at about 8 o'clock.
And no text, no call to warn you that they're going to be
It's
later.
just we're sitting there for 3 hours
on your
house
hands.
sitting, warming,
Yeah.
housewarming,
Yeah.
just keeping the seats hot while everybody can come over for the show at the house that Mike happens to be squatting in for the week. Okay, and then so I'm getting a little lubed up and I'm getting a little more frustrated.
Are you stomping around the house?
No, I'm chilling, but I'm just because once the guests arrive,
you know, even worse, he's simmering.
Yeah, he's simmering.
I'm
in the
simmering,
backyard.
and suddenly
Like a crock
it's
pot.
8:15. Then it's 8:30. Not a soul. Then it's 8:45. Sun's going down. Getting dark. 9 o'clock. And I'm slowly turning into Bruce Dern. Then the sun goes down, and I notice there's no one even in the house at this hour.
Is little Michael so
geez.
tuckered out from everybody not coming that
We
he
have a
has to
couple
go
of
to bed?
sparklers. We have a couple of sparklers for him, and he's doing that. 9:10. The first douches arrive. Okay,
Douche canoes.
the first people that are like, oh, okay, hi, we're here.
You hear the gravel in the driveway?
We've done everything we've done. Let me go and see the little boy's house and watch the boom boom and go home. I'm pissed. We've actually moved chairs over to get around to get a better view of the fireworks, right? And I'm sitting in one of these chairs. So the first people arrive 9:10. My sister rolls in at like 9:20. And the first fireworks are going off. Then some other people that
The fireworks were allowed to start before Kathy was there?
And then they go, these other people, hello. Oh, hi. Here we are. And I'm pissed. And then the mosquitoes arrive right after that, right? And so the mosquito. And I said, I go look at Carla and I said, Carla, I'm going to bed. And I went to bed.
Wow.
I went upstairs. F him. That's what I texted Carla. It's right here. I could show it
With
to
a full house, with the people still
At your house?
Congregated at the yard?
People that arrived at 10 after 9, and I've been housewarming all day. I didn't expect dinner. But come by and have a cocktail.
Yeah,
before you're going to enjoy my beautiful view.
Yeah, that's the price you pay.
And so, did I overreact?
I don't know.
Perhaps I did. You know? Perhaps I overreacted a little bit. But anyway,
as you remember,
excellent.
I had a rotten 4th through, but I didn't. Yeah. I didn't abandon family and go to bed.
No, hold on. But I should tell people that Carla was equally a little bit peeved because it was like we didn't expect an evening, but we expected people to come by for a drink or two.
Who
before
made the plans?
The fireworks.
Whoever made the plans is at fault here. Who laid out that groundwork?
Look, I think I'm at fault. I think I'm at fault because I low-keyed it.
But that doesn't change what happened day of.
I was a little bit at fault here, but the fact is, at this point, I'm like, oh, so, you arrive at dark, and then I go up to bed, and people are making a racket. Carla comes up, and she's like, well, everybody's having a good time now. I said, yeah, they've all had their dinner, and they've all had their fun.
Can you imagine?
We were the paranoia twins. We were. We were the paranoia twins,
Was it implied
Oscar.
that everyone was having a good time because you left?
No.
I'm just making sure.
They're having a good time on their own terms.
Exactly.
I'm not even sure I saw everybody that arrived. It was just like, oh, here we are. We've done our thing.
They treated
We're
your
going
home,
to
Mike.
Oh, no. I should point out that my sister's gone to a private party that she was invited to.
Yes.
My cousin's gone to a private party
okay.
that he was invited to. And meanwhile, we're over here. Oh, we'll just dust off the seats so you can sit your ass down and watch the fireworks.
Leaving.
No, you know what they are? Yeah. They're using the house that you prepared as a gathering place. They're just using it as a facility.
Yeah,
but they're all kind of ramped
Your
up.
Parks and Rec.
And I go to bed. And then Carla comes up and I said, she said, everybody's here having a great time. I said, well, the fact is, I said, honey, whilst I am in this residence for this particular week, make no mistake about it. You are the lady of the house.
Yes.
You are the lady. You are the lady of the house. And I said, and you have every right to shoo them away. I said, you've got a 3-year-old who just went up to bed.
Yep.
They're making a racket. They're laughing right outside his window. And I'm like, and it might have sounded more like this. Oscar's got his head in his hands. It might have sounded more like this. Tell them to go home. So Carla shooed them all away.
Did the laughing?
My lady said, hey, this was the quote that she gave me. I wasn't down there for it. She said, hey, it's great to see you all. I hope you enjoy the fireworks, but we've got a 3-year-old here. It's time to say goodnight. Sorry. And shooed them all away. I was so proud of her. I was so proud of her. And then the next day, I spoke to my sister about it, and I was still kind of in that mode, and I was just like, rah, 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 rah. And I realized that evening that what a bitcher I sounded like, and I ended up writing like a lengthy apology email to my sister about it because there was really no it was pretty clear to me that we didn't make any real big formal plans, but we felt slighted to a certain degree, and we probably, and my reaction to the slight was overwhelmed. And now I'm going to button this all up by telling you that we came to the conclusion I had forgotten to mentally prepare myself for this place. I'd forgotten to steel myself against the fact that
you're from away.
But it's not
that's other people. That's everybody.
Sorry.
That's summer people. That's summer people and locals. I had forgotten to steel myself for the lack of, I don't want to call it respect, but the fact that everybody kind of knows each other for decades up here, and I just haven't spent a lot of time up here, and I have to kind of emotionally prepare myself for that. And
you can't break out of the form that you're in for the last 50 years.
Yeah, and you're still getting to know people.
The long and short of it is I can't rely on other people for my own happiness up here. I have to do my own thing.
Yeah.
And that's what that's what I'm doing right now because
when they were laughing,
I forgot about that. I forgot. Hold on a second. I have to say this.
Okay.
Let him say it.
This will probably bite me in the ass.
No.
Yes.
I forgot the one important fact that I have to move away from, that so many people up here are dicks. And I have to and I forgot the fact that I have to be, I can't let the dickishness or the clickiness or all that bother me. I have to live my life.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, go ahead. Yes.
This is a similar.
Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
This is a.
I'm back with in the bosom of my family now.
The email
this is what's
fixed
important to me.
Everything.
By the way, It would have been okay if I had my two compadres at that house. Would have been nice to have the two godparents there. I'm just saying that. I know it's an effort, but please, in the next, give me
I would love to
window.
come back up.
I would
Thank
too.
you. Thank you
I
very
actually
much.
missed it when I saw pictures that Carla was posting. I was like, we should be up there.
With all due respect, and I hate to give Oscar and Rob credit, I really do. I hate to do that, but the fact is, probably the best damn 4th of July celebration.
We're great buffers, Mike. We're great buffers.
Yeah.
We're great buffers.
Probably the greatest we ever had.
And I didn't show up till 9:15.
Can I add just one
ahead.
anecdote?
Go ahead.
Or a footer, maybe. That's better. You can tell me, Rob.
Hey, man, it's a footer.
This same conversation where about people being dicks and people excluding and people shunning has been had about the town of Manassas or the city of Manassas. It's
You're
been
right.
had about Cocoonville in Florida.
You're right.
And now
You're
it's
right.
being,
me.
what is the common denominator?
Me. It's me. It's me. It's me. It's me. It's me. It's me.
But
What
you
a
have
great time to
always
break.
been embraced in Washington, D.C.
Yes, you're loved.
We love you.
Beloved
You
in
are
the district,
beloved.
Mike.
Thank you, and and the people that are listening to this right now, they're okay too. We'll take a break. Come back with more fun.
Tmos 4th of July next year.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, thank you. We'll be right back, everybody. Thanks, everybody.
Hi, everybody. It's Mike O'Mara calling from my car along a speeding artery down here in Southwest Florida with a reminder that each and every Wednesday is Wide Open Wednesday. Rob, that's when we take your phone calls. Isn't that right?
Yeah, we answer the calls live on the air, Mike. Keep your eye on the road, please.
Our phone number is 888-920-6673. And Oscar Santana, can you tell me what the best thing about Wide Open Wednesday is, at least in your mind?
Yes, when you call the helpline, Mike, please identify yourself and what city you're calling from. That's the best part.
That's very technical advice, and I thought it wasn't a helpline. I thought it was the Wide Open Wednesday hotline.
Well, I just like to call it the helpline.
Why?
Because we try to help people.
All right, well, Wide Open Wednesday, you can tell we're real excited about it right here on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Stamps.com. Here it is.
Okay.
Plain and simple. Stamps.com saves you time and money, which you can use to grow your business. With Stamps.com, you can mail any letter or package just by using your computer and printer, and then the mailman picks it up. You can eat. I'm sorry. No. No more post office. Mail everything from postcards to envelopes to packages, anything. We have so much traffic with mail with the Mike O'Mara Show. It benefits us
This
totally.
is on-demand postage.
You do
It's
it yourself.
the greatest. Domestic or international, just click, print, mail. You're done. And unlike the post office, Stamps.com never closes. Easy to create your Stamps.com account in minutes, online with no equipment and no long-term commitments. Convenient, easy, reliable, flexible. That is Stamps.com. They even send you a digital scale that automatically calculates exact postage. We've used Stamps.com forever. It's easy, convenient, and saves us money and time. Right now, you too can enjoy Stamps.com with a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus postage and a digital scale without long-term commitments. Go to Stamps.com, and before you do anything else, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage and type in TMOS. That's Stamps.com and enter TMOS. Stamps.com. Never go to the post office again. So thank you. You know what? You're absolutely right, Oscar. I will tell you.
It's great
I
for the show,
understand
Mike.
it. I understand it. It's terrible, though. It's terrible for me. It's terrible to feel that way. But when I got to the first of all, I'm the one that apologized.
You did your part.
You did.
You did your part.
My sister and my brother-in-law, in my opinion, I would never say this to their face, but I would say it on the radio.
Yeah.
They could not have been nicer. They could have not have been more inclusive.
I love
and
you, man.
Cool,
This is
and
great.
let me, and they moved on from that. We were with them last night. It was great.
You can shake
was,
it off. If you can shake it off with family, you know you've got a good family.
Good family. You know what? You had
they
a
are
great
good.
day. The problem with 4th of July most of the time is that it's all building up to dark. And, you start the day, and it all is focused on 9:15 that night.
Yeah.
And the fact that you got something good in during the day, that's a major
And during
win.
the week, it's the worst.
Oh, the worst.
Worst
it's
hangover
terrible,
ever.
but the thing, the worst hangover for me might have been yesterday, because on the flip side, my next door neighbors, we had nothing planned on Saturday. We just came home and we were just chilling. I said, "Do you want to have a little toddy out on the back deck?" And once again, after giving myself the lecture of not caring about what other people think, I hear that they're having a little celebration next door.
Wow.
Now, they're much younger than I am, and probably much younger than Carla, too. This is a young couple, but they've got a little
toddlers?
kid. And,
no, in their 20s. Late 20s.
They're in their 20s.
Okay.
And they've got a little kid over there, and we've taken Michael over there, and they're really sweet people, nice people. And so, but
Not
I'm
dicks,
not going.
then.
Well, no, I have actually moseyed over there a couple of times, and we've had them over for like a birthday thing
That's
for
sweet.
Michael. But I'm sitting on the patio, and make no mistake, as I'm sitting there, we got a little fire going on the porch, and I am waiting for. I'm just staring over there. Almost. Carla says to me, "What are you doing?" So I'm just looking, and you're hearing this. Like somebody sitting out on a patio enjoying some sort of game. That's what it sounded like to me.
It's tragic. It's like The Great Gatsby. You staring across the sound. What's
exactly
happening
what I was
over
doing.
there?
to East Egg.
Yeah.
So
not West Egg.
So I'm sitting there, but
Is
I'm
that
not
right?
saying anything because I don't want to appear overeager, and I don't want to be like the lonely neighbor. But it's just Carla and me.
And it's
Yeah,
not
but you don't want to
big.
be needy either.
I don't wanna be
have
needy.
And you don't have a mosey over relationship yet where you could just drop in.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's also the age group, and I don't want to infringe, okay? Because, I mean, I'm kind of like...
You're
I
the
could be-
coolest 58-year-old I know, bar
Well,
none.
It's funny you bring that up because that comes into play later.
Hey.
Because I think you're spot on. Anyway, so...
I mean, you are.
So the bottom line is... suddenly he comes over, and we're really close by, and we look across the lawn, and he goes, "You need a bug lamp over there?" And a big smile on his face, and I'm like, and I'm suddenly, no, you're all right. Hi. How are you? How have you been? How's it going? We're here. We're up here. I love you. Oh yes. And then out of that came like I said, well, why don't you stop by? We're having we're having some beers over there. I said, okay. And I said, Carla, get him dressed. Get over there right now. And we go over, and they're playing. It's the young guy with even younger guys that are his workers that work for him. He does a roofing thing, and they're playing dice. Which was just sitting there, and they're like dollar bills on the top, and there's
Like
beer.
shooting craps, or is it a different variety of dice? I don't know
Rob,
about.
they sat. Look at how curious Rob gets.
Oh, yeah.
Rob
I'm
is
licking
such
my
a
lips
game
like
player.
Bill Silvers.
Rob,
What are they
sitting there,
doing?
Games of chance.
They've all get piles of money, and you go around and you roll. If you roll a 7, and it goes around the whole circle without hitting a 7, you win. But if you roll an 11, you win automatically.
Oh, so
7-Eleven.
it's a variant on craps.
Variant on craps.
Snake
and
eye.
There's beer.
Boxcars.
Carla, and
Bongo.
here's the cool thing. The women folk are in the backyard with the kids. This is happening out on the front lawn.
The little fillies.
Oh my God! I was there, and then we were there all evening long. And I mean,
Do you still own your home?
The bottom line is, I woke up on Sunday morning, and so I said that was fun. And I said to Carla,
Hey, Mike.
I don't feel particularly well.
Do you carry a lot of ones on you?
I
don't
had
feel
enough
like
ones up here. I had enough ones to make it. I probably lost about $20.
Yeah,
not bad for
I
an
probably
evening.
lost
No.
about $20, but had a blast. And so the week,
a lot of
the
IOUs in
vacation,
the pile.
The vacation week
Hey,
ended.
Vito, help Mike find his wallet.
It was beautiful. I want to say the average age was early 20s.
That's
And
awesome.
But you fit right in.
Makes you
Oh,
feel
I
young
couldn't believe-
again.
I don't know what it says about me, but I fit in too well. I truly did. I mean, it was laughing and all that, and there was just we didn't miss a beat. So it was spectacular. It was
That's great.
So it's the good, it's the bad, it's the yin, the yang,
And there you have the facts of life.
Hey, will you
The
have
facts.
more get-togethers with this young youngster with the roofing company?
We always manage to be, but it's always casual like that. And I think Carla and his wife, they get together. With me, with the guy. He's a hardworking guy, and he's got his schedule, and I've got mine. So no, it's very cool. It's very, very cool. And I'm here to tell you that I have to work on just being cool and not
letting
being,
things just rolling with it. Just seeing.
not being. You know how needy I
Yeah,
am, and I'm super needy, and I have to be less needy because I love being here. just in this environment, and I love watching my son in this environment, and it's A-okay. And then the only other thing that matters to me is making sure that everything works with this little enterprise, and that's what I care about, and I ignore little facts like Pet Sematary has a documentary on the making of Pet Sematary, and they made Pet Sematary like a million years ago down the road, and they've got a documentary about it. I didn't know it was that much of a cult classic that they have.
Definitely one of Fred Gwynn's top 5
Makes me want to watch it again.
Yeah.
Though I've seen it multiple times growing up, just to put like the reference point to the house.
I
right?
remember seeing it in college, and the guy who is the romantic lead played Elvis in a made-for-TV movie.
See, that's where you lost me.
The thing is it was fun to imagine Elvis
and I
in
happen
that
to know
movie.
that fact, that the guy was the lead in it. He's not the romantic lead, he's the lead.
The lead. But I mean, I would say that
for Rob, it was romantic.
Well, for me, it was because he looked like Elvis.
He's the star character. Because
Get your hand out of your pants, Mr. Spiewak.
He's the centerpiece of the book. He's the center character in the book.
And
like a lot of protagonists in the book, male protagonists in Stephen King novels.
But it was so great imagining Elvis as the dog came back. The dog is all messed up, man. That is one messed up dog.
By the way, if you happen to go back and watch that, what's it, an 80s movie?
Probably it would have been out in 89, I think, 89 or 90.
89?
Yeah.
If you watch that movie, you'll know that the pathway that goes to the cemetery actually leads down to the water. I happen to know that fact.
Wow. Really?
But I'm going to watch the documentary about the making of it. Apparently, there are a lot of stories, a lot of backstories, and then there are a lot of people that still keep this movie alive. Apparently, I didn't know that, but I'll look into it.
It's like the Goonies house, Mike.
In your area, is there like stories of ghosts and hauntings? Because it's an old area.
To be perfectly honest with you, I have one from my own home, but other than that, not really.
There probably is a Bar Harbor ghost tour. Yesterday, Shannon and I were walking to see Spider-Man, and we saw, I would say, 30 people at the corner of our street. And they weren't writing notes.
They all hit his car.
They weren't writing notes saying they just hit our car. They were there for a Georgetown ghost tour. And I said, when did this become a business?
I don't know.
Carrie
and I have done 2 ghost tours, and we love them.
Right?
Yeah,
they look like they're having a blast, these kids.
Mike, you could do a ghost tour for Hancock and make it up.
By the way, you've heard the story about ghosts. Every time an American sees a ghost, Joe Ardinger has a Bud Light. I'm sorry. That's the second. Is that like the second one we've made for
nice
him in
callback.
Like a month's time?
Maybe. Could be.
We will take a break, and you're listening to the Mike O'Mara Show. It's great to be back, everybody. More fun and more thrills coming up on the big show. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Cake and cookies.
Hey there, this is Katie from the Cake and Cookies Show. This week, we face one of my biggest fears by doing an all-question show. I hope you enjoy, because I certainly didn't.
It's the Rob and Katie Show.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by our bonus packages. If you already subscribed to the TMOS bonus show, you can zone out for a few seconds, because I'm not talking to you. Relax. I'm talking to the freeloading...
What?
All right, I didn't know you read. I forget. I forget you write new copy when I'm gone. I'm talking to the freeloading mooching parasites. I'm talking to the freeloading mooching parasites that are listening to this show, but don't subscribe to the bonus show. Don't let my laughing confuse you.
No.
I mean it. He wrote it. Did you know that the bonus show makes TMOS possible? And that's the truth. If you just take the regular show and take and take and take and take, you should be ashamed of yourself. How dare you?
How dare you, Mr. President?
Remember, the future of our show depends on it. Besides, you don't know what you're missing. No censorship to slow us down. No commercials to get in the way of the fun. All bets are off. It's the most fun we have each week. Just go to MikeO'MaraShow.com and click on the bonus banner. You'll get access to all our bonus content, and you'll be helping TMOS to continue for many years to come. And I thank you. Okay, I teased this with the boys before we started. And by the way, we're going to get back to our normal rhythm, and everybody's going to be flapping their gums. But just allow me this one show to come back and kind of get it all off my chest.
You have things to say.
Before the show, I said to Rob and Oscar, I said, there are so many people that look like this person in where we live up here in Maine. There are so many people that look exactly like this. And Rob said, let me write it down, and I will guess when you start. The point is, I've seen this person in restaurants. I've seen this person at the parade. I've seen
At
this
the
person.
parade.
I've seen this person at the gas stations.
Sure.
I've seen this person everywhere I go, inside of cars, outside of cars. But this person exists everywhere. And Rob, you said you would write it down.
I did. And
I'm
Oscar,
ready.
will you please?
I have not looked.
Mike, Oscar holds it in his hand. So I think what you need to do is make your reveal and then see
I
if
have to
Oscar
find the
matches.
timpani.
Yeah.
I'm still memorizing my board here, so I've got to.
This drum roll will build a lot of
Drum
excitement.
roll.
Drama.
Let me tell you.
I'm finding
Is it a timpani?
Yeah, I
Gotta
have
be
to
a
find the
timpani.
timpani,
right?
but I don't.
Do you remember
I don't
when
know.
we gave Oscar the sheet of the top 5 records in
Yes.
America, and he said at number 5, timpani?
I was like,
No, the timpani is actually.
I was
part
reading
of
the
sound.
teleprompter. Leave me alone.
Let me see if I can find it.
That's a jerk.
F you,
No, that's
Sacramento.
not it. No, that's not.
How dare you?
No, that's not the one I wanted here. No,
Flintstones door knock.
Oh, keep going. This is fun.
Love it.
Hold on.
Give me another.
Ooh, Jerry Springer cheer.
No, that's not
Oscar's
Yeah.
family reunion.
Speedy Gonzalez. How dare you?
That's not it. I'm
Rude.
sorry.
That was rude.
How rude. Thank you.
Loser horn.
I don't have it. I don't know where the hell it is. I'll find it an hour
right.
after the show.
You don't have a timpani with your thousands of sounds.
I do have a timpani.
We're not doing anything without one.
Oh, now you're gonna play hardball.
Yes.
Hey, I got plenty of songs, though, that I put on these iPads. Hope you're enjoying this. Monday, back from the holiday, everybody.
I think I'm going to get an iPad.
All right. Thank
Just
you.
for these reasons.
You had one. You just yelled about it.
Yeah, no. That's not hooked up.
I see.
Hey,
We gotta hook it up.
that'd be beautiful redundancy.
Yes, Mike. I will boom right here. And then you guys will take it away because I'll be
Let me
pushing
set it
too
up
much.
once again.
All right.
You are looking live, ladies and gentlemen, at the beautiful Maine coastline, where a particular look of a particular individual permeates the entire atmosphere. Yes, it's a beautiful place to be. And this individual can be seen in every nook and every cranny, in the cars, in the restaurants. I'm talking about this particular.
Are you ready for your reveal, Mike?
Yeah, go. Who did you say?
Well, you have to reveal first, so Oscar can.
Yeah,
match.
you reveal, and then I'll match game.
Everybody in this part of Maine looks exactly like Rofo.
Wow.
Sorry, Jerry, we don't have a match.
Oh, I
Everybody
went with
looks
Joe
like Rofo.
Ardinger.
Joe
Ardinger was the
No,
answer.
no, that would be the third time he made it into the show today.
But you know what?
We
I
have to stop
apologize.
talking
You're
about him.
obsessed, Rob.
I don't think I'm obsessed. I just think it was a wise guess. Is all.
Rofo, you
Yes.
mean a slightly doughy
Yes.
former linebacker.
Balding,
Ah,
balding.
Wide, charming, charming.
There-
so charming. Salt to the earth, right?
When we went to the parade
No?
in Bar Harbor,
Something?
not only did we
Salt,
see Timbertina, the brilliant Timbertina, but we also saw
Tina Shear.
this guy. This guy is like dressed in a medieval, like a really hack medieval, like got baggy shirts out of his closet and then put some like work boots on and
Oh,
tucked them in.
no.
And then he's wearing like a big sash and he goes, "Do you like fighting?"
Oh,
And
wow.
I said, "Hey, it's Rofo again. It's Rofo." And then that
Then
that
he went
afternoon,
and bought lobster ice cream.
A lot of LARPers.
then we went to the local restaurant, like the cheap one, and we went in, and he was the host. It's like, table for two. I said, "Yes, Rofo. I'll have a table for
Mike.
two."
Is
And
it
then they're like,
possibly the same guy? He
I-
just
I-
gets around.
Yeah.
No, because
No.
Like a small town.
I can be specific in my tribal versions of Rofos. I can tell the different Rofos that I
The tribe
I
of Rofos.
the different tribes, the different Rofo tribes.
May I
There's
ask?
the black-haired Rofo tribe. There's the brown-haired Rofo tribe, and there's the redhead Rofo tribe.
Oh, and they're the most
then,
powerful, aren't they?
And then you have the different degrees of facial hair, if you want to call it facial hair.
Oh.
It's more like fuzz on a peach. That's what it
Are
is.
there any older Rofos?
Yes, there are
Like
many.
a look into his future?
Well, the Rofo, the really older Rofos look like they're close to like buying a farm, because you got like a stomach down to the knees.
Mike,
It's kinda- yes.
Rofo was here, I think, this past Thursday.
Yes.
And he was here just to briefly edit for Tony Perkins, but he was just literally just in studio.
Right.
And the Skype was up and down, like we were testing something.
Yeah.
And he looked back and he saw the image that the Skype portrays from your vantage point. When you're looking, like right now, you're looking at Mac's head, right?
Right, exactly.
And Rofo said, "Oh no, it's over." And I was like, "Are you okay?" Like in a real, like, he sounded so sad.
Yeah.
And I said, "Are you okay?"
Despondent.
And I was looking
Does
at
he
his phone.
really got to look at his the back of his head?
That's exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm.
He said, he goes, that's it. I'm bald. I got to shave it off soon.
Yeah.
You know,
I
your
tried to
boy there-
console him.
Your boy could tell you the story about denial with that. Do you remember your denial?
Well,
how long did your denial last on your bald spot?
I
That
do
was
think
incredible.
that for a while it was valid, but then I eventually had to give it up because when you wear your hair, I hate to trot this again, but when you wear your hair in a flat top, your head is not actually flat. What happens is the hair is cut marvelously short in the middle, and then it gets longer and longer as it goes out, right? Well, the problem is when I was wearing a flat top is when I was announcing for the Redskins. So
And
90,000 people could look down.
Yeah, look straight down on his big balding head.
Yeah, and that short hair got thinner and thinner and thinner. For a while, it was a valid denial, but now I've given up on it. There's none, and that's why I eventually cut off the long hair because there's nothing sadder.
Well, that's what
than a long hair.
Rofo's got that like a monk haircut where you've got like the one like you would see
Friar Tuck.
Friar Tuck where you've got the
you
hair all
shave
the way
it down.
around. Yeah.
By the way, if I begin to lose more of my hair, I will be going shorter and shorter. There's no other
We're all
way to
gonna
go.
get there eventually.
But the thing
Except
is,
for Mac.
that's the way. I think that's the way to go. I think that's the way to go. That you cut it short, like Rob does when you're going to lose it. Speaking of Rob, many interesting posts while I was on vacation. The post of you with your shoulder length hair with your son.
Yeah, well, that was mostly
which was up
about
there.
Robert was so cute there and so
He was adorable.
Looked so different than he does now with his pink skater boy
Yeah.
haircut. So I mean,
And
You gotta get a
mascara.
pic. Will you post a picture of him sometime? I'd like to see what he looks like.
I will. You know what? I'll send you one right now. As a matter of
Send
fact.
me a picture right now, Rob. The other thing you did is that a siren outside?
Oh
It is.
yeah, Mike.
Yeah, it's the
God.
fashion
Hot and heavy
police
these days.
coming from Mac.
How do I know connectivity? Oh, that's right. Now you know what? I started to get paranoid, and I just started think about the other thing.
Yeah.
The studio we're in. Yeah, I hadn't thought about it with all the other issues.
No
Oh my
update,
God, I
Mike.
just
We're
said-
good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you for helping me.
update-
Oscar
no-
also
no
knows to
update
say
is
that
good
to me,
news.
so we continue with the show. Hey, so the other thing I was going to say, Rob, how drunk were you
Yes.
when you posted on Facebook that you used to forge Don and my names on a signature?
Oh, you know what? That actually was a topic.
Oh, it
came up on the show.
It
Oh,
organically
okay,
came
okay.
up.
Yeah.
Because Dak
Wow.
Prescott is being accused. Is it Dak Prescott?
I believe that.
Yeah.
That's the name. Yeah.
Quarterback for the Cowboys.
Yes, he's being accused of
Using an
essentially doing an
autograph
autograph machine for his collectibles side of his name brand and this company. They're saying there's no way that he signed these; they're too perfect.
And,
You
so,
know, the
and
thing
that
about
led
that-
into Liddy's auto pen.
Yes.
Liddy's auto pen. that
Liddy
he used
had
to
an
sign
auto pen.
everything with.
Apparently, got so shamed it went back to the producer's house where there would be auto pen.
Remember, he
You
used
know-
to hide at John Pop's apartment.
The thing about it is, let me ask this though. I would imagine most football players, like a Peyton Manning, Tony Romo, the big, I would think they'd almost have to have
That's the
that,
problem,
right?
Mike, because they get paid big dollars to autograph for certified
These are
autographs.
certified deals.
Yeah,
this
that's the
isn't just
problem.
like a baseball card that you get in a pack.
Like
But if you have an auto pen, it's a hand. I mean,
It's legal,
You know what I mean?
but it's not certified.
It's not like silk screened on there. There's actually a device that
That's
signs
right.
it.
That's right.
But if you
Liddy's
if you
secretary has to hit the pedal.
if you spent, I would say $100 on a collectible football card, and you
Right.
expected a real signature, and then they found out it wasn't. That's a huge liability for both parties.
Yeah, and what
That's
brought
true.
it up on Facebook, and I don't think it was alcohol fueled. A guy posted a picture of you guys because it came up that I used to do signatures for you as well.
Yeah, he was your auto pen.
And I said I can verify that I signed that, and then it occurred to me one really, really drunken night, like vomit drunk.
I knew you
like-
were loaded.
But no, this was the.
This is when it happened, when he was signing, when he was signing.
I wasn't drunk when I posted this. That when you got your pictures on the Palm in New York, the Palm 2 in New York City, I
Right.
signed your pictures on the wall at the Palm.
Loaded.
As you, oh God, I will say this, and I've never said this
Publicly.
That night, I threw up more lobster than most people can afford to eat.
Oh God!
I was throwing back vodka.
And you're still fat.
Yes, I know. I was able to keep the olives down.
All right, we have one more minute before we have to go to break, and I have to. Mac, can you stand up, please, so I can see your school outfit?
That's got to be
There
your
he
show
is.
pick.
Yeah.
There
Hey, Mac,
it
do you
is.
think you can move those cuffs up one more?
Mac looks like he's straight off the set of. I wouldn't even say. It would,
Office Space.
It's not even.
Revenge of the
He's,
Nerds.
no, he's Office Space or Revenge of the Nerds. Nice pull.
Yeah.
But he has.
Did you mug an insurance salesman from 1972 to get that tie? I'm just curious about that.
It's whose? Your father's. Okay.
It's your dad's tie.
Your father's tie.
How old is your father?
I think he's 58.
Yeah, same age.
Did his mother get that tie at his baby shower?
Quite possible.
Mike, they're accountants, Mike. They don't need any flash or dash. They just need utility.
Mac, let me offer this. You look nice. And your coordinated
he does.
colors.
You're like an attractive young man. I don't know how that just came out. God.
You need to knock those cuffs down 2 notches. Okay. They need to be below, and it's okay to cuff a shirt. It looks nice and it makes you look business, but it really should be below the elbow. Otherwise, you're essentially wearing
look
a short sleeve
STD
shirt.
free.
Well,
you know what? I totally agree with Rob.
That's a lock.
Bring the rolled up shirt down below the elbow, so it looks like you're dressed up, but you're getting some work done.
Like remember when Peter Jennings would really cover a big news story?
I'm going to go the other way.
Because
we're telling him to look normal. Do this, Mac. Yes. Roll them up as high. roll them up. This is for the TV viewers right now. Roll them up as high as you can. Roll them up as high as you can. Seriously, keep rolling. Keep rolling and go to work this way. Yeah.
Let's see some underarm hair.
Yeah.
Hey, Pony, you have a pack of smokes he can
Rob and I are on the same page. The
You're wearing an undershirt. Look at you. You're all grown up. Hey, do you have white socks or black socks on with those black pants?
Black socks.
Oh, good man.
Let's see your shoes.
Forget it. Sit down. We got a break. All right. Thank you very much. Go to the break. Oh, my God. There he goes.
He's kept the job for 2 weeks, Mike.
That's right.
This is a nice run.
Yeah, and nobody was faster rolling those sleeves up. I swear to God, it was like he was trying to figure out a Rubik's Cube. We'll take a break. Come back with news you may not need right here on the Mike O'Mara Show.
It's Tony and Gary.
Hey there, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tony Perkins.
And I'm going to be Gary Stein.
And on this week's episode of the show, Gary, do you know what this means? Quiero desonandre, letamente y firma, las paredes de tu laberinto.
Yeah, I do know what it means, and you know what? At least ask me if I want to go to a movie.
We speak Spanish on this week's episode of the show. We talk about the great, exciting song Despacito.
Great song.
And we hear the end of the Great Gatsby story.
You must think I'm a cheap date or something, you know.
Oh, consuelo mariachi, soy hombre desperito. Anyway, check it out, TonyPerkinsShow.com. Subscribe on iTunes and download the Tony Perkins Show app.
The Tony Perkins Show.
He's a news anchor.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Brought to you by Cornerstone First Financial. If you're even thinking about buying a house, listen up. Rates are still low and inventory is low, so fast approval on your financing gives you the edge you need to get the house you want. Our friends at Cornerstone First Financial, we love them. They're our neighbors here, and right now interest rates have dropped to levels not seen since November, so now is the time to lock in a low rate before they go up again. Cornerstone First Financial will be able to tell you when you're ready to buy, and once you're ready, they'll get you there, and they'll get you there fast. Not only are the guys at Cornerstone great at getting you financed, they are wonderful to deal with. Click their banner on our website or call Cornerstone First Financial 202-625-1221. Mention TMOS and receive a free appraisal at closing. That's cornerstonefirst.com/TMOS or call 202-625-1221. Licensed in Maryland, D.C., Virginia, and Florida. Cornerstone First Financial. Personal attention from application to closing.
News!
According to a new study out of Sweden, I told you I would lead with this.
Sweden.
Men who date or marry younger women live longer.
Because we have to.
Than men whose partners are around their own age. Unfortunately, the same isn't true for women. They found that when women marry men who are younger, it doesn't help them to live any longer. The
Tough luck, Carrie. She's old. She's like Mrs. Robinson old. She's a lot older, significantly older than me.
The researchers think the reason for the difference is that men thrive off the energy and support from a younger wife. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Mike.
You're like Zelig.
Thank you very much. Zelig. Yeah. Carla collected Mike again. This time was 1930s. You can see behind Hitler, there's Mike O'Mara. But sadly, women are, Rob likes the Zelling impression. Sadly, women are usually less reliant on getting support in a marriage, so a younger husband's energy doesn't really help them. And how many younger husbands really have energy anyway?
I don't know.
You
Carrie, take a nap.
Come on. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Shia LaBeouf was arrested for public drunkenness over the weekend. Did you hear this one?
Yes, actually, we broke the story on Cake and Cookies. He was arrested in Savannah.
Yeah, it happened in Georgia, where he's filming a movie called The Peanut Butter Falcon at around 4 a.m. Saturday morning. I didn't know. Was it in Savannah that it happened?
It was in Savannah.
Shia asked someone for a cigarette when they refused. Police say he started, quote, using profanities and vulgar language in front of the women and children that were present. A cop tried to calm him down, but Shia continued being aggressive. Then he ran into a nearby hotel when he was arrested in the lobby. Charges of disorderly conduct, obstruction, and public drunkenness. He was released on $7,000.
None of this would have happened if Pony would have just given him that cigarette.
Well,
it's a shame.
he
What
was
a
too
shame.
drunk.
Ben Affleck has a girlfriend. Have you seen a picture of this lovely
Oh, I've
lady?
eyeballed her, Mike, just for show prep.
She's
Stay culturally illiterate.
It's a look. You want Ben Affleck if he's going to cheat on Jennifer Garner. You know, if he's going to do that, if he's going to ruin his family.
Right.
I mean, you're only as faithful as your options, right?
Right.
If he's going to leave, he should go after one of the angels that are on the runway for the Victoria's Secret fashion show.
Is she a Garner-esque?
No.
He went after some plain...
No, she's not even Garner-esque.
Look, I know that a sense of humor can be sexy, but it doesn't work for women, all right? You gotta look hot and you gotta be funny. This woman is a
Rob?
producer for SNL. I'm
The
sure
alarm
she's
s'il
very
vous plaît.
sweet. But when I saw the gargoyle he's now dating, I was upset for him.
She is a producer
I met
on
her on the
Saturday Night
wall.
Live.
I met her on the wall of the National Cathedral.
A source told E! It's in the early stages. There are also rumors that Ben started messing around with Lindsay 3 years ago while he was still with Jennifer Garner. Oh, come on.
She looks like she could keep a secret.
And she was married too, and this is what ended both marriages. That's what the rumors are.
Yeah, I'm sure she
Other
can keep a
sources-
secret because there's no gossip at Saturday Night Live.
Other sources say that while they've been friends for years, they only started dating 3 months ago after they were both separated. Sounds like Jennifer is fine with it because she knew about it when Ben took the kids on vacation to the Caribbean with her over the 4th of July. I am a huge Jennifer Garner fan.
Yeah.
I think Jennifer Garner is the classic girl next door sexy mama, and I think I always think that he blew
is
it.
she?
Or is she? You never know, Oscar. You
You know, because originally he had left her for the nanny, and I was like, cliche, but the nanny's pretty hot.
Yeah, she could be, Mike, a bitch on wheels.
Counterpoint to Mr. Santana. It looks. Oh God!
Oh no!
It's a big one.
Oh,
ending
man, it's the
stays
Mount
at
Gay
chest
rum.
golf. No, I just, I'm over the thing. I hacked my way through the vacation. It looks like whatever shame McDonald's felt after Supersize Me is totally gone because they're back to loading up their menu with epic junk food. A bunch of Mickey D's in the Midwest have started testing bacon cheese fries.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
standard, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a big deal to
Yeah.
me. They cost $4. You get a pretty big portion that's supposed to be for 2 people.
Nah.
But come on, who's really sharing? All
Right,
right,
of
fellas?
course.
I haven't stepped into McDonald's in, I would say, months. I've eaten McDonald's probably last week, but I haven't stepped in because you get to the drive-thru, right?
Right.
I
Yeah.
walked in yesterday to the Tyson's Corner McDonald's, and they had this little kiosk, which is now like the ordering vending machine for McDonald's.
Yeah.
Really?
And I said, he goes, "Sorry, you can just choose right here." And I said, "I don't have to talk to anybody." He's like, "Nope. Beep, boop, boop, bop. They bring it to your table. They gave me a number like a restaurant and brought it to my table."
Like in the mall?
No, in a proper like brick and mortar McDonald's. And
You
he
just
said,
press buttons? Oh, I
and
love
he
that.
he goes, "And sir, next time maybe you want to order ahead with our app." And I said, "Like Starbucks?" He said, "Exactly like Starbucks."
Wow.
I'm all in on that.
Yeah.
They got to do that.
You don't
right?
have to deal with anybody.
Truly fast food.
It's faster food.
There's no word on whether the bacon cheese fries will go nationwide. $4, and they're the McDonald's fries with all that good stuff.
I'm
on
curious
it.
what kind
Go
of
for it.
cheese they'll use. If it will be like a shredded that they rely on the fries to melt, or like the pump
It's brie.
cheese.
It's brie. There you go. Just in case you're wondering.
What cheese shall be on?
Since we're on
my friend.
since we're on a fast food kick right now, Chick-fil-A is running their annual promotion tomorrow. Where that sounded old, even though I did it very quickly.
Hey, that outfit.
Since we're on a fast food click, chick here. We're on. What's your kick? Fast food? Chick-fil-A is running their annual promotion tomorrow where anyone who dresses like a cow gets a free sandwich. If you don't have...
Or looks like one.
Hey,
how dare you? How dare you? How dare you?
That was preemptive.
How dare
Hey,
you?
Mac, do you think Elsie might be going to the computer store tomorrow? Get a free sandwich at Chick-fil-A. If you don't have a cow costume lying around the house, they say you'll also be eligible if you are, quote, sporting a cow-spotted accessory.
Oh, like a Stetson.
Or a handbag.
Or my melanoma.
Here's my
All I have
photo.
to say, regarding the Mike O'Mara show is this is O'Brien. Anyway, see if we can get him
Poor
a
Dad.
Hey,
free
I'm dressed as
Sammy.
a cow, and I appreciate that.
And finally, now a little something. A guy went into a Walgreens in Edmond, Oklahoma last week with his motorcycle helmet covering his face. And he was focused on stealing one specific item, the morning after pill. Yeah.
Oh, no.
As he was shoving 3 morning after pills in his bag, the manager saw him. Well, they're pills. How do you?
Are they
just the?
But it's a
the
big box.
individual
Big box.
pills.
I think
Big
you
box.
probably buy
Yeah.
one at a time.
Yeah, yeah,
If you have to buy like a Costco-sized box of morning
Right.
after pills, you got a problem.
Yeah, you're doing
lady.
it wrong.
Is it RU40 or RU44 or something like that? I don't remember.
You ask me, are you 46? And I'll say yes.
Like
No.
you don't know.
No,
anyway,
no,
the
no.
manager saw him,
Never
and when
know.
the manager went over to confront the guy, he pulled a gun.
Oh.
Oh, no.
I would say he pulled out a gun, but I don't know if that phrase is in his vocabulary. Am I right, ladies? He took off on a motorcycle, which, in addition to armed robbery, is also something he'd probably want to consider giving up if he became a dad. The cops are trying to track him down. Well, I've got advice for the law enforcement officers. Just keep the eyes peeled for the lucky lady. That's what I would say. We'll take a break, come back with the... you got your little sounds over my vacation? You still grow them?
What I did, Mike, is I had a couple extra for the weekend, and I wrapped them in foil.
That's so exciting. We'll do that when we come back on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Ladies, are you looking for hot singles in your area? Looking to connect with some of the most eligible bachelors and be swept off your feet and led into the sunset? Looking to find that kind of romance that can only be found in that movie Titanic? Yeah? Well, me too. But in the meantime, you can find plenty of stupid cat videos to fill the void in the TMOS Ladies Who Lunch Facebook group. Join today to get your weekly dose of stupid pictures and connect with plenty of hot singles in your area. If you count Ponyboy.
Here's to the ladies who lunch.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Listen up, everybody. Tomorrow is Amazon Prime Day.
Yeah, it actually starts 9 p.m. tonight. Turns out.
Tonight, 9 p.m. Amazon. I might be taking advantage
Do
of
it.
that.
Yeah.
It's
Michael's
America's
birthday
garage
is,
sale.
like in a week. The biggest day of the year for Amazon deals. Everyone and their sister will be getting great deals on Amazon, and that's great. But while you're shopping, remember. Access Amazon through our website or our app, please. This is a huge month for us when we do this.
Huge.
This
Yes.
moves the meter. You cannot do this. Take advantage of this without remembering TMOS. One little click. It's ultra important. Shopping Amazon this way changes nothing for you, means the world to us. It's a mighty little engine, and you are the gasoline. Jeez, I can smell the alcohol on this page. Anyway, so when you shop Amazon, please access it via TMOS. Use the app or go through our website. Now, go spend money, everybody. Without further ado, let's open up the audio vault for today, Monday, July 10, 2017. Rob Spiewak.
Everybody recognizes this song, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's
Theme
the theme
two?
from What's Happening.
Exactly. By Henry Mancini.
Seinfeld.
No, it's of course Seinfeld. How about this kid? He was on all over YouTube this weekend. He took 2 pencils and held them against a desk. And you know, if you change the amount of pencil that's on the desk when you flick it, you get a different tone, right?
Okay.
You know what I mean? If you flick the tone.
Oh, I never thought about that.
So here's a bored kid. He played Seinfeld on pencil.
What an ear. How does someone know how to do that? That's cool.
When there's nothing better in his life.
And then he went to his job at Micro Center. Hey.
If I walked in and my kid had done that, I would have been like, well, at least you're good at something.
Yeah, you got something.
You got something
By the
going for
way,
you.
would anyone like to hear what it sounds like when Mac walks into Micro Center
Yeah,
every day?
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's listen right now.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
I thought the opposite.
Is that the sound of the network going down? Going into the All-Star break, Mike, a lot of people were shocked the Dodgers have the best record in baseball.
Oh, they do.
I'm not shocked by that. I think the Dodgers are always hustling, and they're always trying to make their team better.
And an amazing performance last night by Clayton Kershaw. He finished a game with 99 pitches. The game was only 2 hours, 16 minutes long.
How blissful is that? If you go to that and you're for
you're in and
the
out.
Dodgers.
Dodger dogs.
Oh, man.
So they beat the Royals 5-2. He'll be pitching for the NL at the All-Star
I
game.
think the Nats are in 4th place. Oh, not so bad.
Yeah, but they just lost like 13-0 to somebody.
Even though I'm up in New England, I have been the worst baseball fan this season.
How come?
And the Red Sox are in first place, and I have been just
You got to
terrible.
get yourself a radio, Mike, and listen
That's
to the
right.
game.
Yeah, boy.
He has a TV.
No, but not in the cottage.
Yeah, he
No,
does.
No, I don't have a TV.
You don't have a TV up there at all?
No,
I
we
got
watched.
TV up where I live.
We watched the
that's
movie on
right.
iPads.
Oh my God! You still?
Yep.
No one just said, "Hey, let me buy an LED over here."
Nope.
Damn it!
Not there. It's kind of like not done.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh man,
There
I would have set up like a satellite dish by now.
No. Down there is rustic with a capital R.
Anyway,
Up here is where I speak to you.
Don't sully the living room.
All right, hey, you know what you could do, Mike? You could stream shows on the internet.
Very exciting. I got Kathy an Apple
TV,
no, an Amazon
Fire Stick.
Fire Stick.
Oh,
yeah,
good
is that what it
man.
is?
Yeah.
She said she loves it.
That's very sweet.
Yeah, she's enjoying it. Got it for her 40th anniversary to being married.
Look
to my
at
brother.
that.
Married at age 10?
She said today, just today at 7:43 this morning. Keep meaning to say I love my Fire TV, and I'm on episode 8 of The Handmaid's Tale.
Fire TV.
Oh.
Fire.
Dowd.
Very good. So I'm very excited about that.
Here's last night's Dodgers game with Clayton Kershaw.
He got him. That's how this first half, this memorable first half, comes to a close.
It's been the best first half I've been a part of, and unfortunately, it doesn't really matter because we got a whole second half in the postseason. But it's the last game for the All-Star break. People are trying to get out of here, so I want to make a quick game and get out of here.
I love that. He wants people to get out of the stadium in a timely fashion, so he'll just do a game in 99 pitches. That's all.
That's awesome.
So
That's
look
so
for him
cool.
on the mound.
What a great interview to say
Yeah.
that. I love it when a guy is out about baseball more than
This
any
game's
other
too
sport.
long, anyways.
I know, it's ridiculous.
I'm back and forth on Mike Rowe, but as a rule, I think he's a pretty good guy. He was on Tucker Carlson last night, and they asked him what he thought about emojis in texts.
So, emojis. There is a brand new assortment of emojis, a new typeface of emojis. Teenagers across America are excited. I sense this is bad. I can't articulate why.
I don't know if it's a harbinger of the end of days, but it is troubling because you have to ask regarding emojis, what is next? I mean, just grunts? Interpretive dance?
So interpretive dance will be the next way the kids are communicating.
I would say this. It's a safer text if you're texting and you should be doing something else.
Okay.
Not while driving. You can just write thumbs up. Or you don't have to write okay. Like you don't have to do any of that BS.
I don't like when I type house and all of a sudden a house pops up and my word goes away.
Yeah.
Quit it.
No fun there.
I have words I want to say. They have value.
And by the way, I
God
complimented
damn it.
our listening audience, king of the memes. I think we are the king of the memes.
They're great at it,
The
aren't
Mike
they?
O'Mara show. They're hysterical.
How
They're
great were the
absolute- I love
memes
them.
all weekend long of Governor Christie sitting on the beach chair everywhere?
Oh, phenomenal. Absolutely. Especially the one where he's being hugged by Vladimir Putin. Spectacular.
Oscar,
Yep,
I
absolutely.
pulled this one for you because you are a Double Dare kid, I'm guessing.
Oh,
you
yeah.
watched it on Nickelodeon.
Family Double Dare.
And before that, there was the show You Can't Do That on Television, where if you said, I don't know, you got green
Slimed?
slime,
Yeah,
right?
gacked.
Slimed.
So Mark Summers revealed how they made the slime, the ingredients of the slime, because there's stuff on the internet. Pony.
Sorry.
That's horrible.
That's radio. He didn't say
That's
anything.
right.
He made a horrible, repetitive gesture.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Did he do the?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
I don't like to
Oh,
think
man.
about that.
Hey, Pony wins today. Pony helped me with my printer this morning.
Yeah,
Like,
he did.
Like the most savvy network diagnostician in the world. It was great, but I didn't want to say anything during the show. We have to finish the show, Rob.
You
We
really
have to get
shouldn't
to
have
the
said
finish
anything.
line.
Anyway,
Give me more gack.
Ignore the internet. This is how you make green slime for Nickelodeon. It actually sounds pretty tasty.
You know, it's weird. Slime is hot again. And there's all these recipes online that have nothing to do with what we used as real slime. It started off as vanilla pudding, applesauce, green food coloring, and a little oatmeal. And that was our slime, and the consistency of that was far better than the stuff that I see today.
You could totally eat it.
Yeah, sounds good, right?
I'd make it. I'm hungry for it for lunch.
Oh my God, you could slime little Michael. That would be so much fun.
It's a party trick you can eat.
He's at his Montessori camp starting today, and Mama
Daycare.
reported that he.
Yeah, that's what they are. Let's be honest.
Stop tomorrow. We got a whole week. We got a whole week, Oscar. We have a whole week, Oscar. We have a whole week of shows.
Yeah, drop him off at another church. That'll be good.
Okay.
All right, let's close with this. You may not know the name John Beard, but he is one of the greatest stereotypical looking anchor men you could see on television. And if you want to get a visual of him, and I put this on our Facebook page, he is the guy that plays the anchor man every time they go to the news on the show Arrested Development. So every time you see someone on Fox News on Arrested Development, it's this guy, John Beard. He says something, he works at a Buffalo TV station called WGRZ, and he was throwing it to weather girl Maria Gennaro, and he said something that was misinterpreted, and everybody lost their mind. Let's close with this. John Beard, watch what you say.
Speaking of do it yourself, that's your kind of thing, Maria. You love doing it yourself.
Good morning, everyone. Sometimes, yeah, I can. Take a look.
Oh, no.
5 days ahead. What we have coming our way, we have...
That's awesome.
I love anchor people sometimes when they're cool.
Okay. Good morning. We're back to reality. That's what I have to work with. See, I'm here doing the weather, and I can see what's going on in the background, and it's always some sort of shenanigans.
I just watched Pony doing it himself. That's your Magic Audio Vault. Welcome back, Mike. Have a good Monday, everybody.
That's awesome. That's it, people. Thanks for joining
Welcome back.
us. Great to be back. Thanks for joining us for another episode of TMOS. Don't forget, take care, to update our brand new app today and unlock the live 24/7 TMOS stream. All messages for our weekly mailbag can be sent to Rob with 2 B's at MikeO'MaraShow.com. Our mailing address is TMOS Box 32101, Washington, D.C. 20007. Thanks for listening. And join us again for the best part of your day, the Mike O'Mara Show. Bye-bye, everybody.
Take care.
Ciao, ciao.
One last thing. Please remember that MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon is the best way to shop for anything and everything. So, shop Amazon and get there through our website. Always open at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. Now, go in peace.
Mike O'Mara Radio Entertainment.